There's a lot of excitement about Democracy in Me Day.
I think it's a great time to be a girl, and it's a great time to be a girl in Michigan, you know?
That's Dana Dew, Director of Life Skills for the Girl Scouts of Southeastern Michigan, and one of the organizers for the first ever Democracy in Me Day. The purpose of the event is to let girls know at a young age that their voice matters.
The name Democracy in Me comes from a badge that Girl Scouts of all levels can earn. So when it comes to girls being civically engaged, when it comes to girls uh, being involved in politics and seeing themselves maybe leading in that way, it has to start young.
So, to get the girls civically engaged, the Girl Scouts have partnered with the Michigan Women's Commission's VAL Committee. VAL stands for Visible Authentic Leadership. Vivian Pickard is a member of the Michigan Women's Commission. She says it's important to promote female voices.
And this is obviously something, too, that's very important to the governor. And it should be important to all female leaders. And it should also be important to male leaders.
Pickard says all levels of leadership should involve women.
And in most cases, we have men making decisions on things that impact females. And in a lot of cases, they're voting on things that they know nothing about. Voice of the female needs to be heard so that we can make intelligent decisions as a country on issues that impact women. We need that voice in the room, in all rooms.
Michigan is in a unique space where there are prominent women in state government's most powerful rooms. History was made in 2018 when women were elected to all three statewide offices. All three were re-elected in 2022. One of the three, Secretary of State Jocelyn Benson, spoke to about 100 girls from age 5 to 18 for the Democracy in Me Day event.
And the number one thing I've learned as a leader in Michigan in this moment, with Governor Gretchen Whitmer and with Attorney General Dana Nessel, and with the Chief Justice of the Michigan Supreme Court, Elizabeth Clement, as a woman, and the Senate Majority Leader in the State Senate and the legislature being a woman, all women, is the power of women sticking together.
Benson is a former Girl Scout, and she shares some ideas of how these girls can participate in democracy without being old enough to vote in this year's monumental election.
Every one of us has an important role to play in defending democracy in this moment. One is, of course, participating in voting, but all of us can be committed to becoming experts in election policy, learning the truth about our elections, how truly accessible and secure they are for every citizen, and spreading that information, not allowing misinformation, particularly on social media and elsewhere, to proliferate. We can all be a part in defining who we are in this next moment. And I hope to instill in these young women the unique role they play in defining not who just we're going to be in the immediate future, but in the long term as well.
13-year-old Anna Hernz attended Democracy in Me Day. She shared her thoughts about the importance of democracy.
Honestly, democracy means a lot to me. It means a lot because of how you can be a voice for yourself and others.
And Ayana says that figures into her long-range plans.
I'm actually president of my troop at the moment, so I do aspire to be in a higher level politically over, the United States.
17-year-old Nisha Singh attended the event too. She was named 2023's Young Woman of Distinction for her high achievement as a Girl Scout. Nisha is among 13 women who have made a difference in each of their respective communities through community change projects. She attributes her desire to become a political leader to her participation in the Girl Scouts.
It changed my life. I made amazing friends. I tried things that I never would have tried ever in my life. And I learned how to start an initiative, stick with it, and make sure it is sustained beyond my involvement, which I'm going to continue to use those skills for the rest of my life.
40% of Michigan lawmakers serving the current legislative session are women. It would take the election of 17 more women for a majority female Michigan legislature. The Girl Scouts and the Women's Commission's collaboration entails more events to educate and inspire young women to become more informed and involved in government. I'm Hernz Laguerre Jr., WDET News.